player, Patrick Beverly, who has been arrested or who has been arrested, is out on bail on $40,000 bond. But the reason why is what people don't really know. So we're going to get into that. Yeah, this was happened about a few hours ago. Pat Bev was arrested, and that was shocking to me because Pat Bev isn't the type that do crime or things that get into that nature. Like, he's never been arrested, never had any problem with the law. Nothing. Like, he almost whooped somebody's ass on the street, but that person had it coming. Like, Pat Bev don't go looking for trouble. So when I heard Pat Bev got arrested, I said, "Oh, they really like cracking down on NBA players." But this wasn't the case. This was entirely a different situation altogether. And these details were very surprising and shocking when it was coming out. And everybody's like, "Oh, Pat Bev is going down because he spoke out about Klay Thompson and Meg Thee Stallion. Klay Thompson called the cops on him, and then they came and got Pat Bev. So they must have had a warrant out." It was all these rumors flying on the internet. So people, my phone was blowing up. Like, "Man, you got to talk about Pat Bev. See, where you at? See, Pat Bev got arrested, man. Where you at?" Like, they wanted me to bail him out or something. I'm like, "Look, let me tell you what's going on, man. It's not a crackdown. Okay, Pat Bev lawyer spoke out about what had happened in the situation with Pat Bev. He has a very good lawyer, and Pat Bev was in a situation where he came home and his little sister, who's a minor, oh my bad, his little sister, ow, I didn't want to do that. Okay, there we go. His little sister, that is a minor, right? She's legally declared a minor. She is dating, messing around with a guy who's 18 years old, who's an adult. And, they doing girl boy business. He come in there and he come in the house and see his little sister. I don't know her age, but whatever it was enough to make Pat Bev very angry to come in the house and see his little sister with this 18-year-old boy. And he doesn't like that situation. And an argument ensued, and things of that nature went down as the little sister and him got into it because, of course, she's young and thinks she's grown. You've seen those situations. This would have been me had I been in the state of Florida when my sister decided one time that she thought it was okay for her to just say whatever she wanted to say to me. I was like, if I was in Florida, you realize where you would be right now? Because I would be right there, that man, right there in that penitentiary. So she was, alone in the house with an 18-year-old man in the middle of the night. So, of course, as any brother would be, he was concerned about his sister. And the way he was described is they charged him with trying to construct the breathing of another person, like he was holding his hand over there trying to suffocate the person. I don't know what in the world these Texas people, they're in Richmond, Texas. They're in the, Fort Bend County Sheriff's Office out in Richmond. So, anything could go. Yeah, I know. That's crazy. That's exactly how it was. Wake up, C-No. We need you to talk about Pat Bev. And I was like, dude, I've been woke since like 1 this morning. The only time I passed out was like during my live stream. I was actually live when I passed out. And then it went into some like meditation stuff. And I'm like, what is this? I woke up to meditation, peaceful music. I'm like, the hell? And my live stream was still going on. There was still people in there chatting. Why did they ain't going there with the meditation? I'm like, maybe I should just post meditation. See no Bev. Yeah, I'd have been with Pat Bev. We'd have been a tag team partner if I'd have got my hands on my sister that time. She was teenage rebellion. Yep, her ranting and raving on the phone, screaming at people. It's my life. I was just like, if I was in Florida, let me get a plane ticket. Let me see about these flights. See about these flights. But no, Pat Bev saw his little sister, 18-year-old boy in the house. It's just them two. And, incident happened. So he posted bond for $40,000. I think this thing is gonna get thrown out. It's nothing big. Pat Bev has no prior arrests. Zero, zilch. So, yeah. Sometimes, and this is what I don't like about police in these situations, is that they seem to only be understanding if there's some people that look like them. You know what I'm saying? Like, they only understanding when the people look like them. White guy be like, oh man, I would tell you, man, I came home, man, I was late, I ain't had nothing to eat. Boss had me working 36 hours straight. I ain't know what I was gonna do. So what I decided to do, man, I just lost myself, man. I just slapped the plate off the thing because there was no food in there. And now she's trying to cook right away. She set a plate down. I'm mad because she been home all day, ain't did nothing, ain't cleaned nothing. And I had to sit over here and deal with all that. So I just slapped the plate, and the plate just happened to hit her in the head and break. And, I shouldn't have done it. But, it's just one of those days. You know how it is. Man, I know how it is, Hal. I come home, same thing. But she's upset. She wants you to leave the house right now. It's my goddamn house. Why don't she leave? Yeah, you get out. How about that? I don't want to pay the bills around here, and out here going to put out the person that paid the bill. Well, can't you just go until she calms down? Calm down, I'm the one that's upset. Yeah, I'm still hungry. It's okay. Can you please just leave the house? Just go to a friend's for the night. Come back tomorrow morning. This ain't over. Hey, you can't do that. They consider that a threat. Well, I ain't threatening. I'm just saying. Now, I got to leave my goddamn house. If I got to leave my house, we might well not be together. Find my mate. Okay, just go on to your friend's house and just go in. All right, let me get my things. They get a leeway. Let that be Leon. Leon, I'm talking to you nice, Leon. Come out now with your hands up. My hands up? This is my house. I ain't got no weapons in my hand. You hit her with a plate. That's malicious intent. Intent to kill. I didn't hit her with a plate. I was working all day. It was overtime. Okay, all right. Well, what happened, Leon? I was working all day. It was, hey, watch your hands. I have nothing in my hands. Okay, slow down. Tell us the story, what happened. Tell us your side. I was working late. Came home. She didn't cook nothing. Right? She didn't cook nothing. And I'm like, man, I'm hungry. I didn't eat anything. So she's like, okay, well, I'm going to fix you something now. So I'm frustrated, man. So I just slapped the plate, and the plate just happened to hit her in the head and break. That was total accidental. She know that. She just upset because I slapped the plate. I'm mad because she been home all day. She ain't cook nothing. You know, I hear what you're saying, but I'm saying, Leon, you know that's more than what happened, right? I'm looking at that scar right now and looking how that plate hit. You did more than that, Leon. Come on. Don't tell us everything, Leon. I'm telling you everything. I just did this. Leon, you're not telling us everything. Come on, Leon. I'm telling you, this is what I did, and that's all I did. Leon, look at her. You're going to tell me that's all you did, Leon? Why would she cry like that? She's in pain, Leon. The least you can do is man up. Well, all right. Well, we're going to take you to the station, then, because we got to take you in. It's assault. It's assault. So I got to take you in. God damn. So as you can see, there is no justice and no peace in these situations. Right, exactly. So the energy level is different. Yeah, we laugh and it's funny, but the thing is, it's sadly true. We see that all the time. I'll blast somebody in a minute. That's why I can't be a cop. I would have 5 people shot in 5 stops. They're gonna be like, can you go to the chief's office? Chief be Officer Davis. But yeah, Chief. You had 5 stops, 5 people shot. So it's a crazy world out there, Chief. 5 shootings, 5 different stops. All of them, you couldn't de-escalate anything. Oh, that de-escalated it. I ain't had no more problems after that. Officer Davis, you know we're supposed to serve and protect the people. Oh, I was protecting myself. Told him what to do, pulled out the gun, told him I'm gonna shoot him if he don't cooperate. He ain't wanna listen. Body cam gonna explain all of it, Chief. Told him I'm gonna give him a warning shot. I warned him, I shot him. That's how it went. I ain't got time. I got one life. I'm not gonna get blasted because I'm trying to follow the steps. When this guy's already made up his mind, he don't give a damn about me or anything I'm talking about. He ready to go. That is a clear case of me versus him. And it damn sure ain't finna be me. Now, as when he goes to Pat Bev, there's a whole different situation what's happening with Patrick Beverly and what's transpiring here. Because what's been transpiring is the fact that this is a nothing situation. But the fact that the police decided to take this in to what they did and basically have the type of energy level that they have for Pat Bev, that's what was troubling and alarming to me, is that the officers can see what the situation is. She's an underage girl, and he's an 18-year-old kid, so she's probably 16, 17, he's probably 18. You don't want to destroy a young kid's life, but then the young girl could feel embarrassed. So she wants to stand up for herself and stand up to her brother in these situations. Because when girls are young and they get in here, they think they know everything. They think they know the world. They don't pay a bill, but yet they know everything. And they feel that they have rights. And it's like, you got the right to shut up, and that's it. All your rights are being provided. I decided many years ago not to go down those tropes. You know, I've made a lot of changes in my life. You know, and sometimes as a brother, you have to kind of let them fly on their own. But Pat Bev is from Chicago, and he understands what I understand. Is that if you don't put a foot down now, other people be saying, damn, I should have said something. Damn, I should have did something. Because you know how it was when you was young. And that's how Pat Bev remember. When I was a teenager, I remember chicks like this. I remember the chick that had nobody at home. Parents always gone. They don't care what she do. She throwing house parties. She doing everything. You don't want that to be your sister. No way, no how. Yeah, I'm thinking back now, like, man, what was going on in that household? That's how crazy it was. And I was like, the girl wasn't an ugly girl. So you was just like, man, she grew up with all brothers. And I was just like, man, like what happened? Now that I'm older, like what happened to this girl? You know, to make her like this. You know, like it just was crazy to me. I ain't understand it. So I understood the reason why Pat Bev did what he did. It's common sense. So when you're in Richmond, Texas, you're dealing with Texas County and you know them over being overzealous with the situation, you can see how they would overreact. Now, Pat Bev is being accused of forcibly, he's being accused of assault, of trying to like suffocate somebody, putting a hand over their mouth, and all of these charges that sound ridiculous. It's like, what was Pat Bev thinking? Now, as all of the success, all of the brewings and all the other nonsense that took place, Pat Bev's lawyer came out and spoke and said His Pat Bell's little sister had an 18-year-old man in the house. Well, he's an adult, he's 18. So he's in the house and they're by themselves. And Pat Bell come home and find her by them two alone in the house. And he's like, oh, okay, what is this? And it led to her throwing fit, getting hysterical, going off because she's embarrassed. And he's trying to say, contain the situation. She's erratic. And then it goes left. So when it goes left, the whole scene changed, the trajectory changed, and everything is undone. Everything that was done was undone. I didn't understand. I didn't understand how they could really drag that out. Like TMZ, they really made a mockery of things. You know what I'm saying? They didn't even have to do that. I didn't understand how it became such a bad thing. Man, I'm like, when did it become a bad thing? You know? Didn't understand it, to be honest. Mm. No. Who wouldn't have done that? Meg the Stallion. Mm-hmm. Oh, did they tell you the details? Did they tell you in Richmond, Texas, and what's going on? The fact that they shouldn't have been locked up in the first place? Did they tell you that they let the other athletes go home? They have somebody come pick them up, get the kid out the house once they find out the situation. The girl's a minor. How she's not pressing charges. So why is he arrested? Why is he perp walked? It's because they came in and they saw a black guy and said, "Oh, this Negro. Of course he did it." The law is imperfect for people of color. It has been like that Unfortunately, it's irritating to us because we get to see it constantly because we got to live it. We've been over policed. I've had police officers drive on the side of me, look in the car, said, "Yep, he's black. Let's get behind him. Hit the lights." Woo! There are a lot of different angles to take in this situation, and once you see it, you can't unsee it. Mm-hmm. You can't unsee it once you have seen it. It's one of those situations. No, we live in it. That's the thing. Over policed for no reason, out of fear. Plus, the plan is to just lock all of us up. Mm. Look, I could tell you till you're blue in the face, but no one's gonna care. They don't. They look at it whenever black people say anything about what they're going through. Oh, you're just making excuses. You shouldn't have did what you did. But if it's white, then it's got to be this miracle situation where, oh, this is an anomaly. In Richmond, Texas, are you kidding me? Look, in Richmond, Texas, they're not going to come over there and take people to jail. I know it because I live in a community that's like that. The cops come over and talk to you. The cops come to your house and ask you for money. They're not going to come over and arrest you unless they have real good grounds to do so, or they don't really want you in the community. Like if I did something over here, or they ain't coming to talk to me. They're gonna talk to me after they put me in cuffs. Then Perp might walk me around the neighborhood like, see, we got him. I knew it was something weird about him because he will just be walking and he'll be on his phone. What if he's like taking notes, recording, giving details to his big robbery plan? So Yeah, the ambulance, you call an ambulance here, they're here in like no time flat. They pull up to your house and they help you out to the best of their ability. And they'll treat you right here at the house. You ain't even got to go to the hospital. They can treat you right here, get you an IV, do all kind of tests, and say, "You good? All right, good." If another person said Meg the Stallion had Pat Bev arrested for talking about the relationship, the person they should be was arrested is White Chocolate. He's the one that said something that was crazy. If they want to say anything, he the one that was saying it. White Chocolate, they singling out Pat Bev. Nobody said nothing about White Chocolate. They all said Pat Bev. Even even Clay, Clay singled him out, but I understood why Clay did it because Clay is like, look, I didn't play, I don't even know that guy. White Chocolate, I don't even know him. But you, I know. So that's why I'm tagging you. Like, you should have shut that down. Like, you should know that ain't grounds for you to do. Like, NBA players, and that's the truth. NBA players don't do that. It's like an unspoken fraternity. You don't speak about, who they dating and who they leave that for the people on the outside world. The outside world people do that, not people that played in the league. It's true though. He lie. I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's the truth, but you don't speak it if you played in the league. Players in the league, that's like, you think LeBron gonna sit around and talk about Aisha Curry? Man, if I was Aisha, man, I would never even posted that. No. They don't do that. Now, if you was on my Patreon, you saw an exclusive interview we had about the Matt Barnes situation. And that person revealed something in that interview that was massive. And it was about baseball because of the clients they got. NBA, football, and basketball. I mean, in baseball, really. So now you have all of this going for yourself, right? And you see all of these things set up in succession. Guess what happens? I want y'all to figure it out. Guess what happens? In baseball, they don't have these problems. You know why? Because they make 3 times the amount of money that a NBA basketball player makes. And not only that, here's the kicker. Not only are they making 3 times the amount of money, baseball don't F around. They don't play in that realm. They don't have anything that's going on with baseball they iron that out real quick. They don't have the same type of problem. Yeah, a lot of those baseball players, they know better than to be in situations that's gonna get them in a lot of, they their problem is steroid investigations. No, because when you start having things that's not productively going your way, those are the narratives that normally come in and cause a fray or a ruckus or anything that would be looked at or frowned upon, right? No, what people tried to do was to, no, no, I don't know what it is about. I don't know if, no, no, I don't know if like 18 years old is still like a kid. Even though by law they say you're legal, 18 is still young. Like there's been 18-year-olds who dated 16-year-olds. They're only older by like a year or something. They might have been best friends or hang out. There's a situation where I knew a guy who got caught in a SA charge and had to go to jail and everything for assault just because he was 18 and she was 16. And I'm like, dude, you can get that completely removed from your record. Like, he just didn't take the precautions to do so. And it was consensual. It's just like she was getting ran through by like all the dudes. And then when somebody ran their mouth at the school, she got embarrassed and then tried to say they R worded her. And the father found out about it and he got angry, wanted everybody to go to jail. So, and it was like, dude, he's like, he's 18. She shouldn't even be with him. I want jail time. So it was just a poor situation, you know. He had pull because of who he was, the father, and he was mad that his daughter was a hoe, and got ran through, and he found out in the worst way. So he just found two of the people that she didn't got down with, and she had, he had basically all of them locked up. Because there's so much that goes on in a everyday walk of life that I keep telling you, people don't seem to get nor understand. Like trying to project who's gonna do what, it's just you're always gonna be in the lower tier of things that's to come. No, it's you're always going to be in the lower tier of the things that are to come. I just wish they police everyone the same and use common sense and judgment. Right. There should be a single law for everything. You know what I'm saying? Well, the whole engagement changed. The whole engagement changed. No, it's just like when you get in situations that you're not supposed to be in, those things happen and they happen for a reason. No, y'all line of questioning is bizarre. Yeah, you know the Pistons won again because all we do is effort win. I was just like, man, we ain't gonna beat the 76ers. I don't know if we can win this game. And the Pistons won again. Well, if you're one person that understands that one of the keys to success in this game is definitely the way you handle yourself and conduct yourself in front of police. Now, that could lead to a whole nother charge. It could lead to them saying, F you. I was just going to talk to you. Now, I'm taking you down to the station. Sometimes you get a police officer who just want to go home. Like, dude, I'm not even trying to get in a situation today. I'm trying to give you a pass. And then things go wrong. Mm. No, that's all. That's because that's the cycle. That's the cycle of hate. They pit you against each other, right? Then they pit you against everything you believe in, your friends, everything else, the community. But black celebrities, oh, you think they get it easy? Yeah, the police officers do that. Police officers come to your house. Police officers come to your house, ask you to donate to the police officers fund. Like, hey, we're keeping the community together. We're out here doing things. They expect money for Christmas like they're a kid. Like, we supposed to donate money to them for Christmas. Like, hey, take care of the guys that take care of you. They want us to pay the postman for Christmas and give him a Christmas. I'm like, the hell am I paying the postman for? I'm like, ain't he paid by the post office? He probably got a better job than you. The hell we giving him? All he doing is his job to drop the mail off. The hell am I giving him a gift for? Well, they expect Christmas tips. Here's a tip. Give me an application, mom. The hell I'm giving you money for? Like, he already at the post office. Because when you live in that community, yeah, when you live in that community, that's what normally happens. There's money exchanging hands. There's everybody assumes that you live pretty well and above your means. So, a lot of that's iffy. He did what probably most family members did. I mean, that's just what they do. Clay Thompson. Clay Thompson called the league in to arrest Pat Bell for Meg Thee Stallion. Rock Nation. Rock Nation came to get Pat Bev. No, I didn't even know what was going on at that time. You know what I'm saying? To be honest, when I got up and saw the news, I was like, oh, okay, that's what they are. So that's how I took it. It didn't really mean nothing extra to me. Uh, there's a lot of people with their, you know, ideals. But people such as myself don't care. I know Pat Bev didn't do that. No, he came home. He saw the sister and saw this guy in there. It ain't matter what age the dude was. He looked just like, look, my sister's too young for this. And he was ready to, he's probably nicer than me because I'd have hurt somebody's kid if I'd have came in and saw a situation like that. I'd have probably blacked out. So he comes home, sees his little sister in the house alone with some 18-year-old boy, and she's not 18. So, you know, naturally, he felt like, all right, I need to intervene here. And she probably put up a fight. Rap music gonna get blamed for Pat Bell catching his sister at home with a guy that's older than her. I don't know how. I know this has probably been one of the biggest Patreon months we have put out as far as information. The information is coming in hot and heavy. So this shouldn't even been a case. This shouldn't even been Pat Bev getting arrested, unless he was just indignant with the police. But for what the charges they put down was ridiculous. We'll see what happens when it happens. I think this case will get thrown out, dismissed, and probably they just wanted the perp walk. It's Richmond, Texas. Had this been a white person having this discussion in their house, they'd had the parents come get the kid or whatever, or the 18-year-old, and they just neutralized the situation. Mm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I knew a couple of Colombians that was like that. Oh, Colombians didn't care, man. They sisters get out of line, sister get put right back in line. They didn't care, man. They didn't play. They did not play. They will put you in your place. Colombians did not play when it comes to their sisters. Anything. They be, I cut your fucking heart out. She be yelling back. Ah, forget you. You're not my pa. You're not my pa. You're not papa. I don't care. Papa was here. Papa tell you the same thing. You act like you don't hear. Bobby, tell him. Hey, leave my princess alone. You shut up, old man. Cut your heart out too. She go nowhere. I'm telling you, she needs to sit down. She's thinking she's grown. And she's gonna come out here with a baby. You're gonna tell her, yeah. When she comes out with a baby, then you're gonna be mad at me for letting her go. So you shut up, old man. Hey, your brother right. Sit down. You go next time. You're going to sleep. Now everybody shut up. I'm telling you. All right, I got Colombia's friend. That argument actually happened. All right, he got his little sister in there. She trying to flirt. She coming in there with some sparkly stuff on, like, and then he just busts her out. Like every time my friends come over, you always wearing all this crazy glittery stuff. Like he doesn't care about you. Tell her she looks ridiculous. Tell her, man. Tell her you're not interested in her. So she can go away. Go sit down. No, it's different. Puerto Ricans are different. The Puerto Ricans are different. Uh, the Mexicans are different. It's a whole different attitude altogether. Mexicans love for people to date their sisters. They don't mind. They just like to be the one that do the introducing. Maybe let me introduce you to my sister, man. Hey, come here. Maria, come here. Hey, this Jose. This is my guy, Jose. He's a good guy. He's Captain. Yeah. Yeah, don't your family go to there? Yeah. Hey, Ma. Yeah, that's my Ma. That's my Uncle Danny. That's my... You get introduced to everybody. You meet the entire family in one day. This is my grandma. This is my... Yeah, oh, no. This is my Nona. This is... This is my Nona's best friend. They went to school together when they was like since they 3 years old. And this is her nanny. Yeah, she's 97. Yeah, she used to babysit them. Yeah, she's here. That's my Uncle Chuco, his family. That's his uncle, that's their dog. Did she look good? She's like 14, 15 years old. She's like whatever a 14, 15-year-old girl would look like. Long hair, makeup she shouldn't be wearing, glittery stuff on the nails, and just a 14, 15-year-old girl doing dance routines and stuff. That's all they do. Nobody's checking them out. It's only 14, 15-year-old boys that they need to be in their age group. So I thought she was grown. Definitely not. No. But that's what I'm saying. Mexicans will introduce you to their sisters. They just want to do the introduction. Now, if you go and talk to their sister beforehand, then there might be a problem. Plus, if you're black. Now, if you're black, it's different. Now, they ain't going to introduce you, and they ain't going they don't want it to go down. Puerto Ricans is different. Puerto Ricans are protective over their sister, but the sisters normally run the show. Puerto Rican guy coming, hey, you ain't doing nothing. You sit down, you shut up. You're not going nowhere. No, sit down. Hey, I'm your brother. I said you're not going. You're not Papa. You're not telling me what to do. Shut up. I do what I want to do. If you try to stop me, she will fight her brother to go out. They'll be in a fist fight. They ain't following the chain of command there, where the brothers, what he says goes. No, Dominicans are different. Dominicans, they pull out blades on each other. She got a blade and he got a blade. Come on, hit. Yeah, see? You stab like a sissy. They said you're not going outside. Then when I cut your face, nobody's gonna like you no more. That's the Dominican. Dominican women, man, they just nuts. They done been and hit you with everything in the book. They just throw everything, whatever is around. They don't even care how expensive it is. They just throwing stuff. It'd be shoes, TV pictures. I said I want to go to the store, and I'm going to the store. Now I done broke everything in the house. See what you made me do? I knew a dad that he was black. He took the door off the hinges. Like when she went to school, he took the door off the hinges. He told the daughter, no closed doors in my house. Door got to stay open. She wanted her privacy. He took that door down, put the door in the garage. She don't want to listen. She keep closing the door. She's like, I gotta get dressed. I'm not gonna get dressed. And she's like dressed in the bathroom. But these doors stay open. So that's what it is, man. So Pat Bell will have this thing thrown out. I mean, this is a nothing burger. But they got what they wanted. They got Pat Bev into a perp walk, got a mug shot of Pat Bev. The whole thing is a circus. You know, it didn't even need for him to go to no jail or none of that. So I was pissed to see that. But other than that, I'm out. Shouts out to Kwame Brown, Bus Life. Don't forget, y'all should go to my Patreon, which is Carcino for Life. We got some very interesting stuff up there, plus an exclusive interview. Travis Kelsey, Taylor Swift just did some dirt and got themselves caught in the cookie jar. Yeah, see, we talk about white folks too over there. I'm out.